Good morning, students. Welcome back to your chemistry class. So, last class we discussed about the more concept related problem based questions. So, as I told you, there is a very important one. You have to understand that problem based questions well. And in this third chapter, you can find that when you passes through the textbook, you can find that one topic is also there, that is formula of a compound, so formula, how to write the formula of a compound, and that will be taken in this last chapter, because before that, before studying the formula of a compound, you have to understand about the valency and certain things. So it will be taken in the fourth chapter, so that's why that portion will be taken along with the last chapter, that is structure of atom. So today we are going to start the last chapter or fourth chapter, which is a structure of atom. Structure of atom. So you know about what is atom. Just you know about the atom. Atom is the basic unit of a matter or basic unit of a substance. We can call it as a atom. Now we are going to discuss about the structure of atom, means how the atom is made up of, what are the particles involved, or what are the particles inside an atom, and all the things. A lot of scientists who come arises and make a study regarding the structure of atom and what about its all the things, and the major scientists and who come and forward to introduce the term atom, as I told you, Dalmatius is a scientist and who introduced about the term atom. And then next one is a structure of atoms and what is the components or components present in an atom, and all the things will be discussed by the different studies given by the different scientists. And the theories or the assumptions and the different model of an atom come arises. And the first model which come to explain about the structure of atom is Thomson model of atom. What is it? Thomson model of J.J. Thomson, who is a scientist and who is the first introduce and first give a first step to discuss about the structure of atom. So in this chapter or in this under this heading structure of atom, we are going to discuss about the structure of atoms through the Thomson model of atom. The first one who introduced the components present in an atom or the particles present in an atom and just to give an introduction to the structure of atom was given by J.J. Thomson, so which is known as Thomson model of atom. What it is? Thomson model of an atom. Thomson model of an atom. First one is Thomson model, second one is Rutherford model, third one is Bohr model. So three models of an atom will be there to explain about the atom. The first one is J.J. Thomson model of atom, second one is Rutherford model of atom, Rutherford model of an atom. Third one is Bohr model of an atom. So three models of an atom are there to explain the structure of atom. What are they? Thomson model of atom, Rutherford model of an atom, and Bohr model of an atom. What are they? Thomson model of atom, Rutherford model of an atom, and Bohr model of an atom. And we can discuss each and every one. Then first one is what it is, Thomson model of atom. What is Thomson model of atom? Thomson made a different experiments and studies regarding the structure of an atom and who found that an atom is a a positive sphere in which electrons are embedded in it. What it is? Atom is a positive sphere in which electrons are embedded in it. And J.J. Thomson model of atom is also known as in another name, which is plum pudding model. Plum pudding model. Why it's so called means, according to J.J. Thomson model of an atom is a sphere and where the electrons are embedded in it, like a pudding where plums are embedded, where the plums are decorated over a pudding. So this is the model of an atom which was found by J.J. Thomson. What it is? I will draw here. According to J.J. Thomson model of an atom is a positive sphere. Atom is a positive sphere. Atom is a positive sphere in which electrons are embedded in it. In which electrons are embedded in it. So what J.J. Thomson says about the atom is a positive sphere in which electrons are embedded in it. That means atom consists of a positive particle and a negatively charged electrons are also present in it. This is what J.J. Thomson tell about the atom. So according to J.J. Thomson model of atom, he gave the postulates of this model of atom is that the first one is an atom consists of a positively charged particles and the electrons are embedded in it. First postulate is what it is. Atom is a positive sphere. Atom is a positive sphere. Electrons are embedded in it. Electrons are embedded in it. So that is the first postulate which was given by J.J. Thomson. Atom is a positive sphere where electrons are embedded in it. Second one is the negative and positive charges are equal in magnitude. That means atom is electrically neutral. അതായത് ഇതിനകത്തുള്ള എത്ര ഇലക്ട്രോൺസ് ഉണ്ടോ അതിനെ കൗണ്ടർ ബാലൻസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ചാർജ് പോസിറ്റീവ് ചാർജും atom possess ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. That means the positive and negative charges are equal in magnitude. Positive and negative charges are equal in magnitude. That means atom is electrically 10 proton is there, 10 electron is there. That means 10 positive charge undekkil 10 negative charge. That means they cancel each other, which means they are electrically neutral. So this is what about the atom which was given by J.J. Thomson. Once more, it's very important. J.J. Thomson is the first scientist who stepped forward to discuss or to explain about the structure of atom. What it is? Atom is electrically neutral. Atom is electrically neutral. Atom is a positive sphere in which electrons are embedded in it. But all of you know about, he is the first one who gave the first step to explain about the structure of atom, but it is not scientific validity is not there, and it is a blanket concept, so it gets discarded by the scientific world. Then later another scientist who come forward to explain the structure of atom, and which is Rutherford, and who proposed the model of an atom which is known as Rutherford model of atom. What it is? Rutherford model of atom. Okay, let's discuss the second model of atom, Rutherford model of atom. Rutherford model of atom. Rutherford is a second scientist who proposed the model of atom. According to Rutherford model of atom, and he conducted an experiment. That means he really wants to know what are the particles present in an atom and how they are arranged. Electrons and protons, positive and negative charges are present in an atom, but how they are arranged. ഡിസ്പോസ് ചെയ്ത റാൻഡംലി അറേഞ്ച്ഡ് ആണോ ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ is there any perfect arrangement will be there. And in order to understand all these things, and Rutherford conducted an experiment with the golden foil. What it is? Golden foil. He conducted an experiment with the golden foil. He conducted experiment in such a way that a golden foil is taken, and through this golden foil he passes the alpha rays. Alpha rays is a positively charged rays. Positive charge bear ചെയ്യുന്ന rays ആണ് alpha rays എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So he conducted an experiment by using the golden foil, and golden foil in this golden foil he allowed it to pass through the golden foil and alpha rays. Alpha rays is a positively charged rays. Alpha rays is a positively charged. So this is the experiment. Rutherford conducted an experiment by using a golden foil. He took a golden foil. Through the golden foil he allowed it to pass alpha rays. Alpha rays is a positively charged rays, and during this passage, and he found certain he found out the certain observations he made. That observations are, let's discuss. So this is the golden foil he took, and this is the alpha rays he took to conduct the experiment. Alpha rays is allowed to pass through this golden foil, and during these experiments, and he observed that, Rutherford observed that, first one is he found that most of the alpha rays is allowed to pass through the golden foil. Most of the alpha rays is allowed to pass through the golden foil. As alpha rays is a positively charged, and when this positively charged alpha rays is allowed to pass through the golden foil, and he found that most of the rays will be passes through the golden foil, and the certain golden foils are reflected at a definite angles. He found that the certain alpha rays are deflected at an angle. പാസ് ചെയ്ത് പോണില്ല, ചിലത് ഡിഫ്ലക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഏതോ ഒരു സെയിം ചാർജുള്ള സാധനത്തെ മുട്ടുമ്പോൾ ഡിഫ്ലക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത് പോലെ he found. Then he also found that the certain very about 12,000 one about 12,000 is reflected back. ഇത് ഇങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നു, മറ്റെന്തെങ്കിലും reflected back at 180 angle. Okay, so three observations he made. What are the three observations? First one is most of the alpha rays passes through the golden foil. Second observation is a certain alpha rays are deflected at a particular angle, and very rare alpha rays are deflected back. So these are the observations and he made. From these observations he reaches and he concluded that an atom consists of a large empty space. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് alpha rays ഒരു റിഫ്ലക്ഷനും ഇല്ലാതെ നേരെ ഈ ഗോൾഡൻ ഫോയിൽ പാസ് ചെയ്ത് പോകാൻ ഒരു റീസൺ. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് വൈ, ബിക്കോസ് കുറേ എംപ്റ്റി സ്പേസ് ആണ് അതിന്. നമ്മളൊരു വിൻഡോയുടെ പെയിൻസിൽ കൂടി നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ കല്ലെറിയുമ്പോൾ ഒരുമാതിരിപ്പെട്ട മിക്ക കല്ലുകളും പാസ് ചെയ്ത് പോകും. കാരണം എന്താണ്, അവർക്ക് എംപ്റ്റി സ്പേസസ് ഉണ്ട്. ചിലത് ആ പെയിൻസിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ ഇതിൽ സ്റ്റിക്കിൽ കൊണ്ടിട്ട് റിഫ്ലക്റ്റഡ് ബാക്ക് ചെയ്യും, ചിലത് അതിൽ കൊണ്ടിട്ട് പുറത്തേക്ക് തന്നെ പോകും. ആ ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻസ് യു ജസ്റ്റ് ഇമാജിൻ. സോ he found that most of the alpha rays are passes through the golden foil, and he suggested that atom possess a large empty space. Atom possess a large empty space. First conclusion he made. Second one is the certain alpha rays are deflected at a particular angle, and which suggests that atom possess a positively charged atom possess a positively charged area will be there. ഒരു പോസിറ്റീവ്ലി ചാർജ് ഏരിയ അവിടെ എവിടെയും ഉണ്ട്. അതാണ് അതിനെ അടുക്കുമ്പോൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എത്തിയിട്ടില്ല, ആ സമീപത്തെത്തുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ അത് ഡിഫ്ലക്റ്റഡ് ബാക്ക്. Then last one is very about 12,000 ഒരു alpha rays which is deflected back. which suggests that the atom possesses a positively charged center, and which resides a very small, or which occupies a very small space, So these are the conclusions given by Rutherford. So from these conclusions and from these experiments, Rutherford reaches his postulates, his model of atom. His postulates he reached. So this is the experiment and this is the observation, this is the conclusion given by Rutherford, and according to these experiment, conclusions and observation, he made the postulates as first postulates is an atom possesses a positively charged center called the nucleus. First postulate is, according to Rutherford model of atom, first postulate is atom consists of a positively charged center called the nucleus, and all the mass will be at the center of this nucleus. And then next one is the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a circular path. Second postulate given by Rutherford is the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a circular path. Revolving around the nucleus. Atomile 3 particles after this we can discuss the Rutherford